You had this PC case about 17 years ago, you were an absolute PC baller.
See, this is the Cooler Master HAF 932. And just as the HAF name stands for high airflow,
this case didn't disappoint. Not only is there a ton of ventilation, like the entire front is open if you're not filling it with 5¼ inch bays, which you could install up to 6 of, but you also get a ton of ventilation up top and even on the side panel, allowing for some crazy fan setups. Like this case that has not one, not two, but three 200mm fans. These things are massive. Just compare it to the size of a standard 120mm fan, and you really see what I mean. This case wasn't messing around, because with these huge fans, you could move a ton of air. But more importantly, it got put exactly where it needed to be. Like this front LED fan would provide tons of airflow for your 5 internal hard drives. Because at this time, if you were a baller, you were buying one of these WD Raptor drives, which would actually overheat because they ran at 10,000 RPM. To keep your GPU or GPUs cool, you'd have this massive 200mm fan blowing directly into your card, so you always had fresh airflow for your most important component. And then for the CPU chamber, not only did you have a 140mm exhaust, but also this 200mm exhaust moving any hot air away from your processor. And although this case was all about airflow, it also had some really cool features like a toolless installation for 5¼ inch and 3½ inch drives, which is probably something you've seen before. But have you ever seen a screw-free GPU installation? That's exactly what this case has. See, it uses these little plastic clips that hold the GPU in place, that just slides in from the side and locks into place just like that. And then when you want to remove your card, all you got to do is just push in and slide the piece back. The GPU exactly where it needs to be, but you don't have to actually screw it in, and it makes installing and uninstalling your GPU that much easier. And as somebody who does that all the time, I really appreciate how simple that is. The only super unique feature, because this case can not only install a power supply on the bottom, but there's actually a mount to install a second power supply up top, which honestly might be helpful whenever NVIDIA comes out with their 60 series. Because your standard power supply probably can't keep up. And then the last thing right behind this I/O panel, this case is also super water cooling friendly, because if you just pull up this rubber piece, there's actually a fill port if you wanted to have custom water cooling inside of this PC case, making it super easy to basically plumb in this port so that you could refill your reservoir or top it off whenever you wanted. And this beast of a case could have been yours for only $160 back in 2008. They really don't make cases like they used to.